Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do another gameplay review from one of our viewers here. So we've got X the Creator. Thank you for your submission in the Discord. Again, guys, if you want your gameplays reviewed as well, you can put your gameplays in the gameplay submissions tab in the Discord link that I'll leave down in the description. So without any further ado, guys, let's get straight into it. Let's see what he's doing here. So I'm Burnout. Destiny load times, very cool. Let me just skip a tiny bit ahead. Clash. So it looks like he's going against two Warlocks and a Titan, and he's got two Hunters and a Warlock. Okay, so interesting setups here. Let's pause and see the subclasses in a second here. So he himself on Spectral Blades, he's got a teammate on Indus Hunter as well, and he's got a Stasis Warlock as his teammate, running Hawkmoon and a Shoddy here. Good little setup. Grab a special aim off rip. This little angle right here, oh, it looks like he didn't actually challenge it. I was going to say, that angle where he just was is a little risky, especially off the start. Let me go back a little bit. This angle, when you walk and peek up this ramp right here, is a little bit risky off the start, simply because everybody has all their cooldowns. So if you peek this angle right off the rip, typically you're going to get two, maybe even three of their grenades thrown at you, especially if they're trying to meet you up here in this area. So be a little careful if you do end up peeking that angle, but you didn't. So yeah, you work your way towards the bottom here, playing yourself towards cover, working your way back towards your teammates now. Teammate gets picked off. You're fighting a guy in a rift. Oh, you almost got out. Kind of got stuck on the wall a little bit unfortunate. You're just trying to help your teammate there. Teammates are now going to be kind of pinched on. So teammate had a nice trade. That's pretty good. So now he's trying to work with Jet here to maybe hold the area so your teammate spawns with you. Good shots right there. Looks like you're working your way towards special. You should be working your way back towards Jet right now because he is kind of split off. Two tap one of them. Good damage. Ah, doing the Hawkmoon Stowtech. Very nice. Very nice. Pull out your slug. Oh, right there. Keep your slug out. Yep. Good shot right there. Perfect. You're really close to a one tap here. Nice. Times 5. Times 6. Perfect. Leaves for the one shot. I like this. I like this. Can take the more easy, secure kill. Hopefully just one shot this guy. Let's see. Boom. Nice. That healing rift doesn't mean anything. Great shot. Let's back up there. Nice. Good decision backing up. You did notice that there was a guy peeking from right here, as well as the guy you're fighting right there. Your teammate did clean up the guy right here, so now you only have to deal with this single guy up front. Your teammate gets picked off. Again, keep your radar open, so now you just try to go for a trade. Good trade. Huge. So now you're going to spawn with your teammate. Oh, and Jet is just running in. That's not super good. And he is still alive, though, so try to work with your teammate, try to keep him alive. Looks like you're going towards heavy instead. Although, to be fair, your teammate was kind of in like an unsurvivable situation. Good 3-tap there. Work your way towards that heavy. Watch out. Keep good machine gun. Nice invis dodge to get off radar. And nice machine gun play as well. Perfect. Ooh, and a solid trade. Let me actually review that one more time. I think you might. So you were basically full health, but I kind of understand the challenge with the machine gun. He just happened to get a good first shot on you. That's it. But a solid trade there. 2 for 1 with the heavy is not horrible. Not super sure what Jet has been doing this game. He's kind of just been running in. Watching you peek that a little bit aggressive, you're kind of swinging from the right. You were a little bit open there. Teammate gets a nice pick. We should be walking in a little bit, just so we can help your teammates collapse on the other two guys. Nice shot right there. And try to place put some cover down for Grumpy. Solid. Times 2 for your paracausal charge. He's got a rift, so watch out when you challenge the top area. Maybe you throw some smokes or grenades. Ideally, you saw the healing rift. You already wiped him, so you would know that there's a good chance that multiple people are kind of posted up in this top area, or it's someone right here. So when you see that healing rift, you can like scope it out to see if there are multiple players just by throwing your smoke bomb. I feel like you haven't been throwing your abilities nearly as much. So when you see that rift right there, you can always kind of just flush it out before challenging him with that your smoke scatter grenade like wombo combo, or you could just even just throw the smoke to see how many people are there. But challenging like this, you're going to be at a huge disadvantage because there's two people sitting in the healing rift and they're going to have that constant healing. So a little bit risky, but nice disengage there. Getting back to your team. Looks like you're stowing your Hawk Moon shot a little bit. Counting the stows. Oh, but you didn't. You lost your stack, so you let it stow a little bit too much. Sliding a couple people, you're lucky you're alive. Trying to get out. Ooh, kind of pinched there. They didn't have a lot of abilities. If only your teammate dropped his healing rift down a little bit earlier, potentially you might have lived. So now your teammate's dead. We should be looking to kind of work your way around this middle area, not all the way into the enemy team, but just far enough so that they can't block the spawn of your teammate, so he eventually spawns with you and your other teammate. So now that both people are dead, or your teammate just respawned, your teammates, I imagine, respawn somewhere behind you, kind of towards the library area. And now they're probably like working themselves around here. Maybe there's like one trying to come outside. So we should be trying to hold potentially this bridge and middle area so your teammate who just died can spawn maybe towards this back shrine area. Good primary there, perfect. I don't even know. Oh, let's see. Again, watch for potential grenades when you're walking, holding this angle. Good 2-tap there. And watch out to beat that, because you did see that the bolt charge, nice disengage. They also might have had a healing rift down there as well. I couldn't quite tell. Really close to a 1-tap. I can tell you're looking to snag a headshot. Good smoke there. Your teammate walks in the heavy, a little bit unfortunate. Solid grenade. Ooh, nice little swap there. Although, to be honest, you probably could have just body shotted him with the Hawk Moon and had your special shot, but in that situation, that's not really a big deal. You still got the kill. So, still in a good spot as you escape with your life there. Playing your life really well this match. There's only been a couple times where you've died, but that's mostly because you've been like kind of flushed out with like multiple grenades and such. Teammate gets a nice kill. Now you are on invis, so you can go for some flanks if you want, as long as you have like some sort of like escape plan. As you jump up here, ooh, that was a risky 50-50, but you do win it. Spectral Blades pop coming in. Good job going invisible to conserve some super energy. You might be able to get one more kill. They're going to spawn. A good use of the wall hacks. Telly's there. We should be backing up a little bit now since your super's going to run out. Oh. No special. Good 3-tap. I do like how much you're using your primary. I feel like you're not really running it down with your special weapon that much. Ooh, and you caught into a couple people. That's a little bit tough. Potentially, and I know it's not a guarantee you would have lived either. As you're sliding up on this angle, you get shot a little bit. I know you have that instant reaction to turn around, but as you're turning around, you're actually not getting to cover. You're actually more visible. Potentially, as you're getting shot, you could slide towards the cover out here, crouch a little bit. You can crouch around this little area here. It's a little bit harder for them to locate you, and potentially your other teammate can come from bridge maybe, peek the angle right here, and then as you get some of your health back, maybe you could potentially re-challenge and help your teammate maybe coming in from the side here. But a little bit unfortunate there. He just has the Redrix of Doom. It's not the biggest mistake ever. That's just like another like potential thing that could have helped you live. Watch out when you're challenging that because they have the bolt charge. Looks like you're re-challenging the bolt charge. Just be careful because they're gonna have those max stacks. So they're gonna. Looks like they're welling to secure heavy. Wow. Okay. I will say you were very lucky to even get the one kill in the first place. The slug headshot, even with a melee, is not going to be enough to kill someone out of their Well of Radiance, but your teammate did have some nice follow-up there to help clean them up. So, at least to trade you out. But potentially the best play, I think, would have been just trying to run away. There's no way, realistically. I mean, you did get one trade that all you guys would have been able to live. So, I think potentially just running away may have been the best decision there. But at least you got a trade, so it's not the biggest deal. And they wasted their rocket launcher, so you guys are still in like a decent position. That guy has held on to his Nova Bomb for quite a while. Good shots right there. Great shots right there. You have a ×5. Hold that out. Yup, hold it out. Oh, and he Nova Bombs you. Unfortunate. Hopefully your teammate runs away from the grapes. Oh, your teammate just did not run away from the mini Nova Bombs there. It's pretty unfortunate. Good 3-tap. Nice shots. Your primary shots looking pretty crispy there. Watch your left when you get sliding up like this. Teammate gets a nice win right there. Wins his one. Try to team shot a little bit. Play your cover. Walk up a little bit towards this pillar. Holding this pillar area is pretty strong. I like your disengages. You notice the two people and you kind of slid away after shooting them once. I like that a lot. Good job looking towards your left using that radar. And disengaging after you see that burst. You realize the pulse has a little bit too much range, so you're not taking the duel. I like this angle, but again, keep yourself close to the wall. Nice. Good job. You're playing your cover really well, actually, right there. I like how you kind of back up towards the wall so you have an escape if he does try to laser you with the pulse. I notice you're working your way pretty quickly up towards another one-shot here. So let's see if maybe you can take the one-shot and disengage. That's what you were trying to do, it looks like. So now you have a ×6. Now you can potentially re-challenge him while you have the one-shot. Nice shot. Perfect. So now you can work your way towards another one-tap. You get a 5-point lead with a minute and a half remaining, so this is looking pretty good for you guys. But good job holding middle. You don't have to grab heavy, you just have to kind of contest it. Oh, but you just grab it for free. Awesome. I think that's probably going to be game right there. Teammate has a nice super. He's free kill at the heavy. He's just kind of going to walk towards you, I imagine. Sit behind his bolt charge, but you can just challenge him for free, honestly, because you have the machine gun. Just remember to keep your distance for a potential special weapon. You just beam that super free. Awesome. One machine gun bullet. This game is basically over because there's no way they can get the 10 killers in 20 seconds. So this game's over. You guys just sat there and spawn. Looks like you're gonna clean it up though. Challenging that rift. All right, you played really well that match. Actually, I kind of want to see this scoreboard if you saved it. You have an instinct for battle. Wow, you really had a great match there. Your teammate Jet running in and dying was a little bit tough, but you managed to pull it out there. So, a couple of great things that I saw. Primary shot, really nice. That's a thing I noticed right away is that you really didn't have to rely a lot on your special weapon when it came to taking duels. I really liked how much you used your primary. And again, I do like you're using the little Hawkmoon Stotek, so you can get some more stacks more easily. It looks like you played your one tap really well that match. There were a lot of times when you didn't want to necessarily finish a kill, you just wanted to get those last couple stacks safely, so you get the one tap to get an easier next kill. I did like that a lot. You played really well this match, so it's not going to be clear like what things you could work on. But one thing I did notice, there were a couple situations where some of your pathing, and what I mean by that is like your decision making on where to go at certain like key moments could be worked on a little bit. I'm gonna try to find the moment, but there was a moment again where you saw the guy spawn in front of you and his teammate was right next to him. He was kind of shooting you with the Redrix, so you're trying to turn around back to the other cover. But there was a better decision where you could have slid under the shrine, gotten some cover, maybe gotten your teammates to help you there. So other than that, I think there was also a couple situations where I think cooldown usage, like using your grenade and your smoke bomb, could have been a little bit better. There are a couple times when you would challenge like a rift when you knew there are multiple people in there. You could potentially flush them out with your smoke bomb or your grenade. That could have been a safer way potentially to deal with it. I know you played really well. You dropped kind of a big nuke on them, but some of those situations you could have played a little bit more safely by potentially flushing out people in those healing rifts, so you don't have to challenge multiple people while they have overshields. Most of the time you did end up just gunning them anyway, but when you play against better players, you're going to need to take the maximum, like the best option available, and most of the time it's going to be just using your abilities to force people out of like their barricades, their healing rifts, people playing next to cover if they're invis. So great gameplay, Exit Creator. Thank you for submitting your gameplay. And guys, if you want your gameplay to be reviewed as well, I'll leave a link to the Discord down in the description below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching the video.